Tonight, buckle up because the drama's going global, going public, and going straight for the jugular. From a barroom blow-up to a Bulgarian honeymoon gone sideways, we've got the 90-day headlines you can't stop talking about. First up, Jasmine's inner demon makes a grand entrance on Happily Ever After. She pushed for an open marriage with Gino, but now she's face to face with his new flame, Natalie. And let's just say, one shove later, the room exploded. And in true Jasmine fashion, she's already declaring she's rewriting the ending of her story with a brand new man, baby, and Instagram mic drop. Meanwhile, Darcey Silva's honeymoon with Georgie in Bulgaria is equal parts romance and questionable acoustics testing? Yup, Darcy made fake sex noises to check the hotel's soundproofing right before meeting her conservative in-laws in an outfit Georgie thinks might be a little too bold. Will her reception be warm or stone cold? And in breaking courtroom drama, Lida Margarita is laying it all out in her split from Eric Rosenbrook. No job, a $700 allowance from her family, and bills piling up, plus a heartbreaking loss of their newborn daughter. But with abuse allegations, arrests, and legal battles flying, this separation is anything but simple. Finally, Darcy's back again, this time throwing shade at co-star Adnan Abdelfattah. She's warning him to let Tigerlily be her and stop the controlling behavior. Translation, Darcy's done with the old school rules and she's not afraid to say it on camera. Now, cue the title card because our first stop is Jasmine versus Natalie, round 1. On 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, Jasmine and Gino's open marriage experiment is spiraling from awkward to outright hostile. And now Natalie's arrival in Michigan just lit the match. Let's rewind this messy timeline because it's juicier than a telenovela finale. Jasmine, frustrated over a non-existent bedroom life with Gino, decided an open relationship was the answer. Enter Matt, her new gym meet boyfriend, and eventually, Gino's reluctant agreement to see other people. But what started as a deal between consenting adults quickly became an emotional minefield. In the season premiere, we watched Gino fly to Vegas for his first meetup with Natalie, flirty dinners, romantic strolls, and just enough sparks to make Jasmine's blood boil. Now, Natalie is crossing state lines into Jasmine's territory, Michigan, and Gino's pretending like this will somehow be smooth sailing. In a teaser posted to Instagram, Gino says, "I can't let my relationship with Jasmine infect my relationship with Natalie." Oh, Gino, too late. Cue the birthday party at a local bar, the perfect recipe for disaster. The cameras catch Jasmine and Natalie locking eyes across the room. Words are exchanged, tension spikes, and suddenly Jasmine shoves Natalie. On-screen graphics could practically flash round 1 as Gino and Matt scrambled to separate them. Even Gino had to admit in his producer confessional, yeah, it was just such a disaster. Here's where it gets extra layered. While the season's airing, Jasmine's real life is already a few chapters ahead. Remember, she and Gino are still legally married during filming. But off camera, the reconciliation Gino teased, that small chance they could work things out, clearly didn't happen. Earlier this year, Jasmine and Matt welcomed a daughter, revealed after she debuted her baby bump during the Last Resort Season 2 tell-all. She's also using social media to make her point loud and clear. Posting a set of loved-up photos with Matt in early August, she captioned it, "More like happily done explaining myself. Fairy tales don't come with gaslighting, and I'm rewriting the ending." Translation? She's over Gino, over defending herself, and very much in her new chapter era. And if that wasn't enough tea, Gino previously claimed he wanted to wait for a recession before filing for divorce so he wouldn't have to share money. That nugget alone has kept Reddit threads on fire. Fans are debating whether Jasmine's outburst was about Natalie or about finally being done with the Gino merry-go-round altogether. And just when you think the overseas drama couldn't get any more chaotic, wait till you see Darcey Silva's honeymoon antics. From faux bedroom noises to a potential fashion face-off with her in-laws. Yes, our queen of over-the-top drama is in Bulgaria with hubby Georgie, making up for the honeymoon they never had, and naturally, things are already off script. Darcy and Georgie, married since November 2023, are finally living their honeymoon dream in his home country. The goal? Soak up the sights, meet the in-laws, and hopefully keep the romance alive. But in true Darcy fashion, she can't resist adding a little performance art. They check into a Bulgarian hotel only to find out the honeymoon suite is booked. No problem, right? Wrong. Before unpacking a single bag, Darcy decides to test the ream's soundproofing, not by clapping or talking loudly, but by making exaggerated bedroom noises. Yes, she's literally moaning to see if the walls will keep their private moments private. Cut to Georgie looking both amused and mildly alarmed. And while it's all fun and games in their room, the trip has a much bigger purpose: meeting Georgie's conservative parents. Cue the culture clash tension. Darcy, 50, struts into their pre-visit prep wearing a very revealing top, something Georgie gently suggests might be toned down. Now, it's worth noting Georgie's request is less about controlling her style and more about keeping the peace with his traditional family. But this is Darcy, and the words "tone down" might as well be a dare. Adding fuel to the drama, fans haven't forgotten her December 2024 Instagram comment under one of Georgie's posts. "So funny you act like you love me." That little bombshell resurfaced in fan forums this week, sparking speculation about whether the couple's Bulgarian getaway is a real honeymoon or just damage control. Their romance has been a rocky one from the jump. Long-distance challenges, public arguments, and whispers that Georgie might have ulterior motives. And now what? Not only is the honeymoon vibes under scrutiny, Georgie is visibly concerned about what his parents will think of his outspoken, glamorous wife. Will Darcy charm the family, or will there be an icy reception? We'll have to wait for the next episode, but one thing's for sure. Between her soundproofing stunt and a wardrobe choice that's already a Reddit thread headline, this second chance honeymoon is off to a very on-brand start. And just when you think honeymoon hijinks are the peak of the week's chaos, wait until you hear which 90 Day Fiancé alum just spills every last dollar of her finances and the shocking personal tragedy behind it all. Once known for her whirlwind romance on 90 Day Fiancé, Lida is now making headlines for a jaw-dropping court appearance, complete with shocking financial confessions, abuse allegations, and a heartbreaking family tragedy. According to newly obtained court documents, Leida is in the middle of a messy split from estranged husband Eric Rosenbrook, and she's asking the court to waive the fees for her legal separation. Why? Because she says she's flat out broke. In her filing, Lida revealed she's unemployed, living on a $700 monthly allowance from her parents, plus some government assistance. Her bank account? $120 in savings, $500 in checking, and $200 in cash. Meanwhile, her bills include a $300 monthly payment for a 2018 Audi, which she still owes $10,000 on, plus $750 in credit card debt. She's asking the court for $7,000 a month in spousal support, a home in Wisconsin, and 2 additional cars. But the financials are only part of the story. In her petition, Lida described the marriage as broken, citing too many domestic abuse events. She claims Rosenbrook was physically, emotionally, and mentally abusive. The alleged breaking point? Just weeks ago, Rosenbrook was arrested after reportedly slapping her during an argument over his drinking. Police say he admitted he might have slapped her. Days later, Lida filed for a temporary restraining order. All of this comes on the heels of unimaginable personal loss. Lida and Rosenbrook's newborn daughter, Elisa, tragically passed away on July 8th. Her attorney told Us Weekly, the cause and manner of Elisa's death are unknown. Lida is extremely distraught and seeking answers. He also stressed that she denies all allegations of wrongdoing connected to her child's death, a pointed statement given the rumors swirling online. And if you thought that was the end of her legal woes, think again. On July 17th, Lida was arrested on charges of bail jumping in a separate criminal case after failing to update her phone number with the court. Writing to the judge from jail, she explained she just moved when her daughter died, and updating her contact information was the last thing on her mind. The judge ordered her release, but also ordered her to surrender her passport. The combination of grief, criminal charges, and a bitter separation is painting a very different picture from the one viewers saw back in 2018. Back then, Lida was already a polarizing figure, but this latest chapter has shifted the conversation from reality TV villain to a woman under immense public and personal pressure. B-roll of courthouse steps, blurred legal documents, and somber Instagram posts would set the tone here, because this is one of those stories that blends heartbreak, scandal, and uncertainty in equal measure. Keep it locked, because the drama is about to pivot from legal battles to a reality TV queen calling out a co-star's controlling behavior. And yes, Darcey Silva has something to say about Adnan Abdelfattah, and she's not holding back. While 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, viewers are still reeling from Adnan's controlling behavior toward Tigerlily Taylor, Darcy is jumping in with advice and a little shade. Adnan Abdelfattah, the Jordanian model whose whirlwind marriage to Tigerlily Taylor has been one of this season's most polarizing storylines, has raised eyebrows with his strict rules. Think dictating how Tigerlily dresses, insisting she see only female doctors, and limiting her social circle. It's given off a control over love vibe, and fans have not been shy about calling him out. But now, Darcey Silva, reality TV veteran, queen of glam, and never one to bite her tongue, is offering her 2 cents. In a video posted by the Reality TV Mess, Darcy was asked for her thoughts on Tigerlily and Adnan while watching the season unfold. She kept it diplomatic at first. This season has definitely been a whirlwind. Anxious and excited to continue watching Tigerlily and Adnan. Still, Darcy didn't stay neutral for long. Drawing parallels between herself and Tigerlily, she pointed out that they're both moms and older than their partners. She even mentioned dating someone from Jordan back in her 20s, though that man was Christian, and she stressed, "I never got that same feeling that she's going through." Translation, she didn't experience the level of pressure Tigerlily appears to be under now. Then came the direct advice for Adnan. "I think he needs to let her be her. Don't pressure her into doing anything you're trying to do." It's a simple statement, but in the context of his on-screen behavior, it lands like a mic drop. Darcy did soften things with a compliment, acknowledging that Tigerlily and Adnan have an amazing family and child, but that even came with a side note. She called Adnan still young and said he has a lot of growing up to do. For longtime Darcy fans, this moment is vintage Silva, a mix of empathy, lived experience, and a willingness to call someone out while keeping it wrapped in rhinestones and lip gloss. On screen, B-roll could flash between Adnan's more infamous moments this season, the wardrobe critiques, the doctor debates, paired with Darcy's words as captions for maximum shade effect. The timing of her comments is interesting too. Adnan's behavior has been a hot topic across fan forums and recap podcasts, with many pointing out cultural clashes, relationship power imbalances, and whether Tigerlily is truly happy. Having a high-profile co-star like Darcy weigh in only amplifies the conversation and potentially adds more pressure on Adnan to address the criticism.